Hello, you over 3,000 glorious people, and the 83% have yet to subscribe. Welcome to another video. It is the first video of the Age of Sigmar week here on the channel. We are doing a lot of content for Age of Sigmar because Games Workshop are giving us a lot of information this week, especially for all you 4th edition fans. So, grab a brew, jump in, and let's see what they're giving us. That's right, Games Workshop have dropped today's article, and it's all about the downloadable of the core rules, the battle profiles, and more for free. So we're pretty much quite spoiled for things today. Obviously, this is the start of rollout of 4th edition. So we have the core rules, which we're not really going to look at because, well, they're already out and about, and they have been for weeks. There's many videos about them, and it's a massive document, so we're not really going to look into it, okay? One thing that we will say is that, redeploy is in the game, regardless of what some Warhammer influencer decided to make out in a live stream, but trust me, redeploy is there. You can redeploy in 4th edition. And then we're going to be looking at the battle profiles. We're not really going to be looking at the points, but we are going to look at the rules update that's at the back of the document. And then we also have a quick start guide and the spearhead reference, which we're probably not going to look at. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump over and we're going to look at the rules update, the profile documents. We're going to see a little look at that and then see what that is. Okay. So the battle profiles and rules updates for July 2024 content. Basically, this is our first battle slate. This is our first balance slate, okay, technically. This is kind of the format that they're going to be rolling out in. So we've got an introduction, we've got the battle profiles, we've got all of the order, chaos, death, and beasts of chaos are there, okay? Now, we're not getting the actual war scrolls until next week for them, but they have got points, and they are right there. We've got death, we've got destruction, bone splitters are there too, regiments of renown, and Warhammer Legends, and then the rules updates. So we're going to have a look at we're going to mainly focus on the rules updates in this video. We're going to see what's kind of changed straight out the bat. Now, I'm a little bit annoyed by that, because at the end of the day, this document isn't even a day old. Like, literally, this is coming out on the exact same day that we're getting access to the core rules, and there's already an update. Which means that when you buy your book, your rule book, your nice shiny rule book, it's already out of date. Okay? So, quality control should be definitely done. These changes should be done up until printing, and then once printing is done, they shouldn't be doing it again until the first update, especially for core rules. But we'll not get into that. Okay, we'll not get angry, and we'll not get into it. So, battle profiles. So we got the battle profiles, obviously what they are. We got regiments of renown, what they are. We've got Warhammer Legends and what they are, and then we've got a nice little bit at the bottom, the rules updates. So it's gonna color code it because Age of Sigmar 4th edition likes to be color coded. They're gonna color code it. So if it's purple, then it's a new rule. If it's updated, it's going to be yellow, and if it's deleted, it's going to be red. Okay, that makes sense. So we've got the profiles. So they're splitting the profiles down into two, as you can see. We have red and we have blue. Now, I initially looked at this and was quite shocked straight away because I was like, oh my god, all of the dwarfs have gone, not realizing that the blue part is the actual infantry units. Or the units. So the top part is all the colors, like the orangey part is all of your heroes, and then the bottom part is your units. Okay, so yes, the dwarfs are still in the Cities of Sigmar book for now. But there's a couple of changes already that we've already seen, like Free Guild Fusiliers are 120 points. The Free Guild Marshal on Foot with the Relic Envoy has gone from 90 points to 130 points. I'll go more into this when I do the deep dive tomorrow for the Cities of Sigmar. But yeah, it's there's some interesting points changes. And we've got all of them, and then we've got obviously Daughters of Cain, which is quite small because they're a small faction. We've got Fire Slayers, which is even smaller. Ulrich Runefather or Mangmadroth is 350 points. We've got the Ident Deepkin. Cool. 500 points for a Leviathan Turtle. It's pretty cool. We've got the Caradron Overlords. Big one straight away is it's only 290 points for Borgen Borgensen. 500 points for an Ironclad. I'm expecting that to go down over the course of the edition. Lumineth Realm Lords. How much is Teclis? I hear you cry. Well, Teclis is 590 points. So that's a first level, God level character we've hit. And he's a 590 points. And you can only have 0 to 1 of him. And it actually tells you there 0 to 1, which is cool. And the regiment options is basically the options that you can have in. And this is, we're going to go into this more tomorrow when we actually get the faction packs. Seraphon, Lord Croak is 460, which is pretty good. And yeah, quite like that. And Agrodon Lancers are 210. There's a painting tutorial up on my channel right now for me painting one of them. Stormcast Eternals, all of the heroes and more. 2 pages of heroes and then some units. Okay. And even more. Stormcast Eternals, far too many models. Sylvaneth, Lariel, 680 points. Where is my boy Durthu? Durthu, where is he? Where is the mighty Durthu? Where is he? Spirit Durthu, 330 points. He can go into a Forest Sentinel regiment. Beasts of Chaos. Beast Lord, Doombull, Doombull Shaggoth, Great Shaman, and then you get your points for your beasts. Pretty cool. Blades of Khorne. Bloodthirsters are 470 points, 430 points, and there is a third one, 420, and Scarbrand, the absolute slaughtermongerer, is 510 points. Pretty cool. Blood Warriors are 210, not too sure about that, and yeah, pretty good. Disciples of Zinch, Kairos, where is he? 440 points. Pretty cool. Hedonites of Slanesh, Calaxes or Shalaxi is 490 points. She's an absolute monster. Absolute monster. Sigvald is 260. Mayakin of Nurgle, we have a Great Unclean One, comes in at 480. We have the Glotkin is 550. And we have Roticus is 500. So it's going to be pretty expensive, regiment that, you know, they can all get put into a Rotbringer formation, which is kind of cool. Skaven, all of the Skaven, obviously, I wouldn't really pay too much attention to Skaven and Stormcast. They are very much going to be getting books very soon. Slaves to Darkness. Obviously, we all want to know how many points is Archeon the Everchosen, and he comes in at a whopping 890 points, and he can go into a Runius Champion formation. So, and then obviously got the last of the units, and then we have the Flesh Eater Courts, which is pretty cool, and the big man himself, Nagash, is 880 points. So he's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. And then obviously Nighthaunt, he's also there. And Ossiat Bone Reapers, he's there. And Subite Gravelords. A Zombie Dragon. Vampire on Zombie Dragon is 400 points. Manfred von Karstein is 410. And Nefertari is 460. And obviously Nagash is there as well. Radagugard, the Beast, is 350. He is just a pure blending machine. And then obviously we get the Bone Splitters. You know, you're going to be missed, boys and girls who play them. And then we got Gloomspike Gitz. Kragnos is 680 points. Iron Jaws, we're looking at a Mega Boss on foot, 230. We're looking at a Mega Boss on Maw Crusher at 420. We're looking at Brutes at 200 points for 5. That's expensive. That is expensive. But they are really good. And then we got the Cruel Boys, all of the Cruel Boys stuff. And then we're going to be coming out with the Ogre tribes. So we got a Frost Lord on a Stonehorn is 360. We got the normal Gluttons for 6 of them. Units of 6, 220. Not bad. And then we got Sons of Bermet. So we got the Beast Smasher, 470. We got the Gate Breaker, 500. We got King Brood, 520. We got the Kraken Eater, 470. And then we got the Moor Stomper, 460. And your basic one is pretty much 160, or you can have them in a unit of 3 for 420. And then we got the Regiments of Renown. And these are all of the regiments that are from things like what's it called? Dawnbringer Crusade. And of course, we also have my favourite dwarf, Gotrek Gurnison, who is 360 points. He comes on a 32mm base. This regiment and round can be included in the following factions: Cities of Sigmar, oh yeah, Daughters of Cain, Fireslade, Iron of Deakin, Caradon Overlords, Lumineth Realmlords, Seraphon, Stormcast Eternals, and Silver Nerf. Not seen his battle profiles. And I don't think we get him until the end of the week, next week. So it'll be interesting to see what he looks like. Kind of excited about that. And then obviously we get more battle regiments of renown. And we get some Warhammer Legends. So we got some some stuff here. We've got Hexbane Hunters. So sad. I have Hexbane Hunters. They're now legends. This unit cannot be reinforced. I still might paint them up because he's a really cool looking model. So yeah, there's a lot of the basically the legends is basically the Warcry things, the Warcry sort of war bands that you had. X-Bane and his little posse, and then we got more right there. Which is just a shame. They were such cool little models. But yeah. And then we got more Legends, Death. And then we got more Legends for Destruction. And then we've got the Core Rules Update. So the Core Rules Update is the following. We have a little bit here. So we've got dice. Some rules are allow you to re-roll a dice roll, which means you can roll some of or all of the dice again. You cannot re-roll a dice more than once. And re-rolls happen before modifiers to the roll, if any are applied. Slain models, you must remove the fewest models possible to make the unit a single coherent unit. Okay. Add the following for order effects. Some abilities have a delayed effect, so if you fight and then you get a heal, you basically do that. And if there's a lot of other stuff happening at the same time, basically the person who has the initiative will basically decide the outcome. Errata, so you've got the combat. So they're amendments. Then we have an errata. So some of the following rules correct errors in order to clarify ambiguous rules and avoid unintended interactions. So combat, there's a little bit changes to pile in. Weapon profiles and contesting objectives. Designer notes for the purpose other than determining objective control. A unit can control more than one objective. Interesting. I'm sure a lot of people will miss that. Then we have frequently asked questions. First FAQ of the edition. It's not even out yet. Frequently asked questions using abilities. I have no idea who asked this. Like, seriously, some of these questions are probably going to make my toes curl. When resolving an effect of an ability that refers to a save characteristic of 3+ or better, e.g., the Cloying Quagmire spell, what does or better mean? Seriously. Seriously? Seriously. It means any save characteristics with a lower value than the 3+, such as a 2+, that better protects against incoming damage. What's better than the 3+ save? That'll be a 2+ save. Right. Setting up objectives and terrain features. If the battlefield instructs you to set up an objective on the corner of the battlefield and you place the entire 40mm objective marker on the battlefield, or should the center of the objective marker be on the corner? Basically, we had this before. We had some like objectives right on the edge, and there's like half the objective was on the table, like, and half of it wasn't. You know, you put it like common sense. Moving across terrain, weapon abilities, guarded heroes. So, if an ability allows me to ignore the effects of the guarded hero ability when picking targets, e.g., the Warlock Engineer, would the attacking unit still be affected by the -1 to the hit penalty from the gut? Yes. Yes. Advanced ability rules. If a rule says to pick a number of units with a keyword or another, pick up the 3 friendly skink infantry or cavalry units, would you pick a combination of units with either keyword, or do all of the units have to be with the same? You can mix and match. Cool. So what else we got? If persisting effects applied to a unit is destroyed and another ability allows that unit to return to the battlefield, e.g. Resurrection, Path to Glory Extended Battle Pack, does the prescribing effect still apply to the unit? No. So then we got some more advanced rules, erratas, so terrain, army composition, regiments around, and then we have a couple of erratas for terrain, magic, manifestations, army composition, and army composition with your general. Okay. And then we have some more frequently asked questions. Oh yeah. So, commands, shooting, such and such. If a friendly unit in a command and is armed with a weapon that has shoot in combat, can it use the covering fire command? No, you can only pick this unit that are not in combat to use that ability. If a unit cannot be picked to be the target of a shooting attack, e.g. an infantry affected by the hero ability, guarded hero ability, but is the closest unit to a friendly unit with the covering fire command, do I still target that unit? No, you must pick the nearest eligible unit that can be picked to be the target of the shooting attack. Faction terrain. And then we have wards. Are faction terrain features affected by friendly abilities, e.g. those that give out wards? No, that would be mental. Because Pontifex could give friendly terrain a ward save. Can terrain features use their command abilities? No, so not unless the command is on the faction terrain features war scroll. We have a lot. So we got things like this. Do I need to use a retreat ability to move away from a faction terrain feature? No. Magic. Power level. If a unit has multiple power levels, e.g. a hero is both wizard and a priest, and another ability modifies the power level, e.g. the Witchbane's Curse Prayer. Which power level does it modify? Both. And then we've got some manifestations and all this kind of stuff. So, not the best FAQ that I expected, but I was expecting more. So obviously, a little bit more, and then we got complete and battle tactics as well. And we've got glossary. So we've got another amendment for glossaries. We've got an errata. So models, champions have a +1 attack characteristics. And then the underdog rule has changed. Changed the definition of underdog. Underdog, a player with the fewest victory points. If tied, there is no underdog. We already knew that. Then first blood, then spearhead, errata, and frequently asked questions. And then faction packs. Wow. Errata straight away. Add champion and musician to hammerers. Blue horrors and brimstone horrors. Change the description paragraph. The unit starts with the battle with 10 blue horrors. If it is reinforced, 20 blue horrors. Each is armed with the following. And then brim horror models can be added to this unit using the splitting ability. Each is armed with the talons and arcane friendly. So, Zangor, Disciples of Tints, Flesh-Eated Courts, Bad Moon Loon Shrine, Ogre Morpit, the Oruk War Clans, Ushiat Bone Reapers. I've got some stuff. Seraphon, the Bastillodon with Solar Engine. Add the skink keyword. Makes sense. There is skinks on it. Slaves to Darkness, a Chaos Sorcerer Lord on Manticore. Add the Warriors of Chaos keyword. Chaos Lord on Manticore. Add the Warriors Chaos keyword. So it's a lot of things like that have been missing. So yeah, it's not too bad. But that is it. So that is our basic first sort of thing. It's a big video. I really didn't want it to be this big, but there's quite a lot of information there. So the faction packs come out tomorrow, so we get order tomorrow. So I will be doing a deep dive into the Cities of Sigmar. We're going to go through the points. We're going to go through war scrolls by war scrolls. We're probably looking at combos and things that I would probably do as the player. And then we're going to try to go through there. We're not going to go through the rules because that's already all over the internet. But yeah, this is the first one. Should this have been out already last week? Should the faction packs already be out? Are they really, really delaying this? Yes, but at least we're getting it. The errata is not that bad. Power Through didn't get FAQ'd, but I'm imagining that's going to get FAQ'd in the next proper FAQ after launch. And I get my first game this weekend. I get my first game on Saturday. So really looking forward to it. It's going to be fun if my General's Handbook arrives. But yeah, that's it. That's the video, everybody. If you do like what I do, please like, subscribe, share. Check out my members, Patreons, but most of all, subscribe. I'm about to hit 3,100. I can't believe I'm saying that after last week's videos when I was saying I'm like just over 3,000. Absolutely mental. Being nuts. But I'm glad you liked the Seraphon video. There are more to come. And I will see you all later, people. Goodbye for now.